I am awake to the shock of everybody. And I seen this video a few days ago. I've been meaning to watch it. I've been meaning to stream it. Because it's been a while since we've seen any true crime stuff. But apparently, cops discovered a trunk full of dead bodies. No, not a trunk, a truck. An entire fucking truck full of dead bodies, so that's always fun. Guess it's about Hassan or Cinder. I don't give a shit about Hassan. I don't really give a shit about the Cinder shit either. It's to rich people and situations involved with other rich people. I don't make enough money to care. They are way out of my tax bracket. I don't involve myself with the problems of the rich. Because I can't sympathize with that. They could probably buy me at least 3 times over. But anyways, no, we're gonna talk about true crime because it's always fun. True crime's fun. I like true crime. Let me make sure audio is good. You're what is known as the pores, exactly. You're poor bitches. My favorite fruit, mangoes or raspberries. I like both, depending on what mood I'm in. But my top two are raspberries and mangoes. Ugh, I'd kill for good ass mango. They're out of season, so I gotta wait. But I got raspberries for now. Anyways, I didn't pre-watch this video or anything. I don't like pre-watching videos because that's kind of lame and gay. Anyways, volume up. Let me know if I need to adjust anything. I love me a good peach, no pun intended. Peaches are good too. Not my favorite though. Let me know how the audio is and I'll adjust it so. Okay. EW makes good videos. Also, yay, gets flex my degree a bit, albeit it's covered in dust. Oh, you're fine. You know how annoying it is for a man in a series to get an ad about girls' dolls? You know what, fair.
He's been missing for over 2 weeks.
That's unlike my daughter. It's unlike my daughter not calling us or texting us. 3 weeks.
I'm telling you, he murked all 3 of them people, man.
I'm just scared, bro, okay? Step one is to tell me where the bodies are.
Oh, there's right there. Oh,
All of them dead. Now what do you think?
God, I couldn't imagine anything happened to one.
You know? Whenever people think, like, okay, it's suspicious when people buy, like, duct tape and shovels and tarps all at the same time, and it's like, oh, that person must be hiding a body or something. No. None of that shit is the suspect shit anymore. It's always bins. Plastic bins. How many of these cases have we seen over the years? Like, not just watching here, but just in general. How many have been hiding bodies in plastic bins? A lot of plastic bins are used to hide dead bodies. At least use something biodegradable if you're gonna bury it, but still. Always the plastic bins. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen plastic bins really used for storage. I always see people just use cardboard boxes. So you know what? I'm just gonna clock people who use plastic bins from now on. Whatever happened to the classic barrel? Exactly.
One person never less 3. He told me there could be no God because of what he saw. I want to know why. Why gave him the right?
One of the most shocking cases in New Mexico history begins with reports of missing people in the area. It isn't long until these disappearances lead police down a bloody trail left by a homicidal perpetrator driven by vengeance. Even with the suspect in their sights, police can't stop the death toll from growing and soon realize that it may be worse than they ever imagined.
What about the other people he said he killed?
The other 11, that's still under investigation.
The following report is based on a
Okay, so there's at least 12 people that this dude has killed over the years. That's interesting. Huh. Hey, Beard Master, be eco-friendly when hiding bodies? Yes. At least eco-friendly. Because, like, grow plants with that. That's why a lot of people, when, like, that's why, what is it? Some people want their bodies buried with saplings. Because then it can grow into a nice, healthy tree. Which I find kind of neat. But imagine, just like, you know, doing your own thing. Suddenly a storm knocks down a tree and a fucking skeleton is all tangled in the roots. Shit. It's like, what the fuck? Did somebody die here? Did somebody bury a body? And it's like, nope, they chose to be buried like that. Hey Rad, hey LumLum, didn't know you went live. YouTube didn't notify me. I just went live, and I know it's a weird time for me. Hey Pontius, how are you? The attractive, sexy avatar are better than the chibi one because of the bedoings. Anyway, hi Pontius. How are you doing? This is a motherfucking cop cast. I like watching true crime stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's like, dude, on TikTok, there's this guy that posts videos promoting his book and stuff, where he just acts like the character in it, where he, like, buries his girlfriend's body and stuff in his backyard and just kind of treats her as she's still alive. And a lot of people are debating if he's actually just posting his crimes on TikTok, posing as the author. But a dude posts a video where he buried a barrel, and he was like, hey, let me know how I did on burying this barrel. And dude didn't bury it deep enough. I commented on it, naturally, saying, hey, no, what you want to do? Cover it with more dirt, put some rocks and other stuff around it. You gotta make sure that it's buried deep enough to where if somebody walks over it, you don't hear your shoe walking across metal, because that has a very distinctive sound. Did I possibly help someone hide a body better? I don't know. Hi Shadow, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Hey Lumi, hope you're doing good. Glad to still be around. Also can't wait till you hit 10k. I know! 10k is still possible by the end of the year. I'm excited. And then I'll do a baking stream. That'll be fun. Certainly keep the feet. No, I would not, Pontius. That's icky. If anything, it's say for some reason I actually commit a crime and I wanted a trophy. I'd want something that is relatively easy to hide, but is still something unique. I don't know, maybe making like I know this is silly, but maybe making a bookmark out of skin. Like, you know, stretching it, shaping it, drying it, and just make it look like one of those, like, morbid fucking bookmarks. That'd be cool. But that's just me. It's a little silly. Like true crime YouTube for the wrong reasons when this episode contains essay and murder. I'll use an ad for Sunshine Rainbow Core. I forbidden one. Bake Lumi cookies. Don't use. Shut up. Rule 1, no trophies always gets them convicted. I know. It's like the stereotypical IDs. It's like then people can clearly ask, hey, what's this for? Alright, I shut up. Alright. You don't use skin, it has traces of DNA. Yeah, details. And also, again, who would question a weird bookmark? I would have weird non-skinned bookmarks. Also, no, I'm not going to use a special ingredient because it doesn't exist! Anyways, let's continue.
Official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. 5 weeks before police would make the most gruesome discovery of their careers in an airport parking garage, the nightmare began with a missing 21-year-old named Matthew Miller in the town of Grants, New Mexico.
Well, the last time you talked to him was this 22nd of January?
Yes.
And that was what, a Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
The woman is Matthew's grandmother, and she knows as well as the detective that her grandson is heavily into the addiction scene in Grants.
So you guys can help me out by just calling around to hospitals, clinics.
Okay, I'm gonna make this prediction right now with the person who is probably going to be the alleged killer. Probably either a drug dealer killing his clients who gets a bit too uppity, or another druggie that just kind of has it out for them for some reason. I mean, have you seen the video of the teddy bear made out of human skin on the news? Oh, that was actually proven fake. That was made out of fake skin. There's a Etsy seller that does make those morbid bears. Someone bought it off of him and then set it up like that as a prank. So I did see that. I looked into it, and it was fake. It's one of those like oddity things that you can find at one of those oddity shops, which is like so fucking cool. But I feel bad for him because now his business is just, now heavily questioned. I hope we got enough sleep today. I took a nap before I went live. I went to bed at about 9 a.m. Then I woke up at about 2. And then depending on when I get done with the stream, I'll probably try to take another 2-hour nap before I go work.
Rehabilitation places, other county jails, like that. See if he's there.
But the detective doesn't mince words when it comes to his fears.
I have been doing this an awful long time. I am very concerned about Matthew's whereabouts. I'm very concerned.
Detective Turney talks next to an associate of Matthew's named Leonie, hoping she may be able to shed some light on his whereabouts.
I need to come in and talk to you. Huh? I'm not worried about. I don't care about anything. I don't care about any drugs, drug stuff. We need to have a chat with you. We're looking for Matthew Miller. He's been missing for over 2 weeks. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When was the last time he was here?
Maybe a year ago, maybe?
A year ago.
When I first got this place, yeah. When I first got it, last January.
He hasn't been here since then.
Like I know
Okay.
it very well.
What if I got video of his vehicle
Maybe
being here?
Justin has him here, man. I've had him myself.
But it won't be easy to speak with her fiancé, Justin Mata, because according to her, he ran off with a woman named Jennifer Lannon.
But he left on 17th and then came back. And then I went,
17th. That's a long time ago.
yeah, and then I went to go talk to the guy in Kingman. He's like, yeah, they left each other. They left during the night and they're in Arizona.
Do you have any kind of way to contact Justin? You have a phone number?
You know, for being a possible druggie, she has one of the cleaner houses that I've seen. Because at least it looks like she's taking care of her kid a lot better than a lot of druggies that I know. Hey, Dizwiz. Hee hee, I don't like this. This people wish them DEI. You're funny. Lumi, how are you today? I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Reacting to some more true crime stuff and all that. I gotta do more yapping streams so I can get them uploaded into videos and everything. I've been lacking. Granted, I've also been lazy. I need to stop being lazy.
No, he left him, him to go.
That day, police find Matthew's Chevy Colorado parked outside the Lubbock apartments, just a few blocks away. When they return to question Leonie, they confront her with footage of the truck in front of her home last month, contradicting her claim that she hadn't seen Matthew in a year. Leonie pushes back, insisting that if Matthew was there, he must have been visiting her fiancé, Justin.
I've got that truck parked right there on the 26th of January. You told me he left on the 17th.
He did.
But he came back?
I guess he did.
Somebody, if you drove his truck from here to over to Lubbock, you need to tell me. And I'm going to find out if you did it, because I've got other surveillance video. If I had you on video driving that vehicle from here to there or getting in or out of it, okay, I'm going to charge you. This is your chance.
But Leonie stays firm, and with her fiancé Justin apparently having run off with Jennifer Lannon, it's perhaps no surprise when the next call that comes into Grant's police department is from Jennifer's mother in New Jersey.
It's unlike my daughter to go 2 weeks without calling us. Then it went up 3 weeks. It's unlike my daughter not calling.
Does a fish have an ass? I mean, my model has some nice hips. Mama may hold the holy orbs. Charlie, I am surprised you didn't see or comment on the new art that I got on Twitter. I thought you would have somehow homed in on that shit, like instantaneously. Birthing hips. I mean, I've given no.
Calling us or texting us 3 weeks.
The police are now dealing with 3 people whose whereabouts are unknown: Matthew Miller, Justin Mata, and Jennifer Lannon. They hope to find answers by turning to Jennifer's ex-husband, Sean Lannon.
Jesus.
They learn that Sean just moved to Albuquerque with his kids to stay with a friend, having been evicted from the house in Grants for not paying rent. Nonetheless, he makes the drive to speak to police.
We want a very specific time. Text, call, see what? See. About a week ago. Okay. And where was that at?
Kingman.
Despite divorcing, Sean still lived with Jennifer and their 3 kids. He says that several weeks ago, Jennifer left with Justin and another mystery man he knows only by the street name Suspect. But she would come back periodically.
The dude's motherfucking street name was Suspect. That's not a red flag. That is a red fucking spotlight. Why the fuck to associate yourself who calls themselves Suspect? Who are you hanging out with? Oh, you know, Suspect. Who calls themselves that? What the fuck? You couldn't pay me enough to hang out with someone whose street name was Suspect. I would assume that just by knowing the dude that I would be fucking charged with assisting a criminal. Fucking. Oh, hi, Coco. How are you? Are you gonna hang out with me while I watch this?
To collect more of her belongings, and on these occasions, Jennifer, Justin, and Suspect would be in a white Chrysler.
Have you ever seen Matthew Miller? You know who I'm talking about? Was he over at your house?
Sean acknowledges that Matthew has been by the house frequently, and that he even allowed Sean to drive his truck. Sean says that the last time he drove Matthew's vehicle was a couple of weeks ago, when he took the kids to McDonald's and a few other places before returning home.
Last time you saw
Matthew was with those two.
in which vehicle?
White vehicle, but they were at the house.
Did you have anything to do with Jennifer's disappearance, Matthew's disappearance? Aren't you pretty upset that she was sleeping with Justin?
She was sleeping with a few people.
The detective is familiar with the opioid struggles Jennifer, and indeed many people in this circle of friends, has been dealing with.
If you're addicted to what she's addicted to, okay, you will do anything to keep from feeling that pain when you don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't try and get through it.
She's been through rehab several, at least once.
Yeah,
Put her, you know, I'm worried about her.
Me too.
I'm worried about Matthew. I'm worried about Justin, to some extent.
Yeah.
They know what happened. Somebody drove. We found Matthew's ride.
It's over near the house. It's all police.
Huh?
It's over near the house. Couple streets over.
Sean doesn't offer any guess as to how the vehicle wound up in front of the Lubbock apartments, an omission that will later raise suspicions.
Man, I just got a really, really bad feeling about all this.
Sure.
Are you,
Okay, I'm gonna update my guess. I'm gonna guess the husband killed his wife, and then her druggy friends and dudes that she was sleeping with. That's my guess. But also, like, there's 12 bodies that we know of. At least 12 bodies that we know. So unless he went on, like, a fucking murder rampage of, like, you know, just absolute fucking, you know? It's like, I'm either gonna be partly right, or something's gonna come out of left field, and I'm just gonna be like, the fuck? Vital Idol, right? Wait, hold on. Leon? Leon, you raid? Welcome, raiders. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. I'm Lumi, if you guys don't know me. I am a mermaid VTuber, and right now we are watching some crime. Cops discovered a truck full of dead bodies, and we are seeing how this plays out. But welcome, welcome. How are you doing, Leon? I hope you're doing good. I hope your stream went well. It's weird for me to be live at this hour, but, you know, I'm happy to be around. But for everyone who has joined, feel free to hang out. Feel free to just, you know, vibe, have fun. You need to go get some food. Go ahead. If you feel like bouncing because you don't want to see true crime shit, I understand. But thank you for the raid, Leon. I really appreciate it. Leon's stream was a total shit show as usual. Well, what was the stream about today? There's a difference between a serial killer and a spree killer. Does Lumi know the difference between the two? Isn't a serial killer just one that that kills people like over an extended period of time? A spree killer kills multiple people within a very short period of time, usually within the same day. I think. I don't know. I haven't really looked into the difference, but that is my guess. Leon talked about puppy dogs for 2 hours straight. Voice critical being a dweeb. You know, I'm not surprised. Correct, Lumi, have a cookie. Yay! I didn't think I was gonna be right. I'm happy. LumLum doesn't know a lot, but LumLum gets some obscure things correct and people are shocked. But granted, probably those in my Discord server aren't shocked that I know this. I guessed. But I'm a true crime girly, so you know, whatever. Alright, let's continue.
You don't.
I do.
You don't seem.
I've been living in this circle for a minute.
Has she ever done this before?
Yeah.
Before the interview is over, Sean brings up another individual, a man named Danny, who was staying at the house on Kingman until recently. The detective is all too familiar with the name.
People talk all they want, right? I believe what comes out of that dude's mouth. I don't think he's wrapped too tight. And my kids are.
He needs to go to prison too, man. Back to prison.
Could this man, Danny, known on the streets by the nickname Dog, have some part to play in these disappearances? It's clear he has a reputation.
If I know he's some type of unsavory character, I don't deal with any people like that.
Okay, well, how do you? Yeah.
I think they said he had a nickname in dog or something, and that I don't know. Sean said, you know, he suspected that he's killed people before and he's been in and out of jail and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you need to distance yourself. Like, I told him before, I'm like, you need to not be around anybody like that. Like, that's not good for you. It's not good for your kids.
Police turn to Danny's cousin, only to immediately run into resistance.
Danny?
Yes, sir.
You guys had a place together?
No, we did not have a place together at all, sir. I am not associated with my cousin in any way other than giving him a place to lay his head.
Okay, well, see, that's why
I own 2 camper trailers.
Mm-hmm.
He is residing in them or not, I do not know. Okay, I'm unaware of what he's doing, where he's at. That is all I have to say in this matter.
Okay. Well, usually that's why
I was not living with him. He is not living with me.
Okay. What the fuck is wrong with his fingers? That's either busted his fucking finger and his nail's about to fall out. Yes, some sort of fungal infection. Or that man just has very unfortunate hands. Doctor! You're a doctor! Looks like he hit it with a hammer. Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting. Either hit it with a hammer or crushed it between something. Hey, doctor. This dude's fucked up finger. You think he hit it with something to the point where blood is pooling behind it, causing it to inflame, and then his finger's gonna fall out? Oh, his fingernail's gonna fall out? Or you think that's some sort of fungal infection, but seeing how dry blood is pooled around the fingernail, I think he probably crushed it with something. Father has a toenail like this from getting it smashed 40 plus years ago. Not gangrenous though. Oh, that's good. Also, it's cringe to me that he's called Dog. I mean, depends on who. You can get some funny ass nicknames if you're, hanging around certain people. That's trauma. Fungal infection would be yellowish. Okay, thank you, doctor. You can go back to your lurking now. Hit it. It's like I've hung around a lot of people who got some fuck ass nicknames. Just hanging around groups of people. It's like, granted, some of them were funny ass gang related names. Others are just funny group names. I don't know.
So where do we go from here? Because I have nothing else to say. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Why I'm being followed? Why I'm being watched? Why am I being anything other than that? I have no idea, sir. And with all due respect to you guys, catch that son of a... I'm honestly scared to be here, guys. I don't want to be here. I know who my cousin is. He's a gang member in here too, so am I...
You know, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't blur his wristband from the hospital. Because I'm sure at this point his name is probably public knowledge and everything. It's like, sure, it's probably hard to read, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't blur it.
You scared? I'm just scared, bro, okay?
In the meantime, investigators talk to a man named Josh in relation to a separate case. Out of the blue, he asks about Matthew Miller's disappearance and tells them that their attention should be on the man they interviewed yesterday, Jennifer's ex-husband, Sean Lannon.
Check this out, man. Yesterday, right, I was at Kelly's. Right, Sean told me to go talk to you. Okay, and I guess he had to go talk to you or something. Talk to the cops. He goes into Kelly's in the garage.
Wait, these aren't actors? No, this is as you can see up here in the top left corner. This actual case footage. So this is all body cam. Why isn't it there? Check it out. I would I know you guys, I know some people care about that, but please don't promote other people's streams in my stream. Thank you very much, unless I personally bring it up myself. Thank you and have a good day, Phantom. Hey, Napoleon. Hello from Germany. Hello. How are you doing? How's it over in Deutschland?
Stashed the bag in the ceiling. Gun, Jack, his wife's IDs, clothes, everything. Everything. Just stashes it there since he had to go talk to the cops. How do you know? I was there. I was there. Sean killed all three of them, man. I'm telling you,
Jesus.
he murked all three of them people, man. He busted his phone right there. What? Sean did. Right in front of Kelly, all of us. He got his phone and he handed it to Kelly. No, after that. Before that, he handed the phone to Kelly, and Kelly handed it back to him like, what? Got it and smashed it on the ground. Why would he do that? Come on, they find the truck right by his house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he'd already been kicked out by then, but...
Man, I'm telling you, man, he did. I know he did, man. Straight up.
The detectives need to know immediately if what Josh is telling them is true. They go to see Kelly, Sean's rumored girlfriend, to see if she knows anything about this stashed bag.
All I know is that I haven't seen Jennifer in a while, and Sean said that she took off with some chicks dusting off her.
Was Sean here yesterday?
He came out yesterday.
How many times? What did he do?
He came inside. He told me that he had to go down and report Jennifer missing. And he got a Coke, took a couple drinks, and left. And then he came back again, but I was leaving and I was going to get...
You know, I was going to question why this dude doesn't just file for divorce, but if it's true that he murdered his wife, I think it would... yeah, that looks weird. It's like, especially if you file for divorce and then your wife goes missing. Him from Legal Mind said he was drunk. I'll have to check out that stream. It's okay in my village, but Germany's declining. Oh, I've been hearing about the state of Germany. I also heard the, I always forget the party names over there in Germany. But I heard the right-leaning one is gaining a lot of popularity. Well, I know the right and left-leaning politics is different between countries, but I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I hope within the next handful of years, Germany can, you know, rise back up and everything. And everything can be stabilized over there. Yeah, AFD. Coco, stop it. You're a guy who was nicknamed Short Tempered Shorty. He was 6'4", tall and bodybuilder who was very kind-hearted, especially to animals. I worked with him at an animal shelter when I was 19, 22. Coco, you're gonna be a little shit. Go to your corner. Germany's been declining for decades, nothing's changed. LumLum want to go back to her grandfather's homeland. Let's file for divorce first. Can't file after you make her disappear. That'd be suspicious. Yeah.
Get keys because I left myself out in the house.
Did Sean hide anything in the house that was later taken?
Oh no.
Did he destroy his phone?
Yeah, right here. I forgot. He destroyed his phone.
Do you think he did something to Jennifer and Matthew?
Yeah, honestly don't.
But police are growing suspicious. They execute a search warrant on Sean's house and discover that he ripped up the carpet in one of the bedrooms before being evicted. If that weren't enough, they have surveillance
James, you're not
of his
banned.
house, and the cameras aren't showing them a picture that lines up with Sean's last statement.
Hello? Hey, is this Sean?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Sean, this is Detective Turney. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing today?
Good, man. I've been trying to get a hold of your other number.
Gotta love kick spammers. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Hey, stop spamming me, okay? Bye. And also, like, what a stream to come to. Ugh. I swear, is this dude going to like every single fucking live? Ugh, I'll report him later. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick screenshot so I could send this to save. Download. There we go. Alright, I'll send that to support later. Alright, let's continue. They're still working on the bots. Oh yeah, I know that they're still working on the bots, but this dude seems like he just made an alt account to just spam people with that. Because at least the bot accounts would have it all in one large message. But it is what it is. Crying about the Gypsy Crusader. I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh no, they do multi-message spams now? Oh, I see. I see. Oh well. It is what it is. Let me read super before you forget. Forbidden one. Only 72 hours till milking farm. Are you excited? No. Paul Miller is Gypsy Crusader. I have never heard of him before. I will have to inquire about him to other people who know about political commentators more than I do. AKA, I'll probably ask V. Anyway, on a more important shit in level 1 now, what do you get? You get a virtual head pat. The levels show how much you yap in here. Bots are set up to do several methods of spamming. It's like I'm happy I don't get a lot of bots on my Kick channel. I've seen other channels just get non-stop spammed with bots. So I am lucky in terms of I only get like maybe 1 or 3 per stream. I'm thankful for that. And I'm happy Kick is working on it. Because V's a Gypsy too. Yes. Either a few waves of them. Yeah.
It's not working. So.
No, I apologize. Sorry.
So you know anything new?
No, I haven't heard anything. Nope. Anywhere on your end?
No, we've made some progress here and there. I've got a bunch of pictures of different vehicles. I'd like you to I'd like you to take a look at, see if you could help me identify them.
Good time tomorrow. I wanted to come in and I still have like stuff I got to return to the school.
Okay. Tomorrow would be great. Just give me a heads up anytime.
But tomorrow comes and goes, and Sean doesn't show. The day after that, realizing that Sean has an outstanding warrant relating to a recent assault and battery incident, they have Albuquerque police arrest him and bring him to Grants. The next afternoon, Detective Turney sits down with Sean Lannon once again, and this time his questions are much more pointed.
The things that you've told us, okay, I've completely ruled each one of them as just an outright lie. Okay,
Sure.
because of the facts. I have surveillance all over this town.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I have surveillance all over this town. All right.
Yeah.
Sean, step one.
Right.
Okay, step one is to tell me where the bodies are. Step two, okay, is to tell me some kind of reasonable story of the truth.
Right. What is it how and when I told you what you knew, that's when I feel I gave you an honest answer. What is it that would cause you to think otherwise, that it wasn't true? What is it that you think I
know you're the last one who drove Matthew Miller's truck.
Okay.
I know you parked it where we found it.
You?
That's all a lie. You lied to me about that.
What do you mean? That's where I put it. I told you where it was. It was there last time I saw it.
You know, since we know the bodies were in that trunk, I don't understand why. Like, when you find a truck that's there, when you know it's been there for a long time, that somebody else put the truck there, why do you not check the truck? Because who knows how long those bodies were in there? In the fucking plastic bins. Because it's New Mexico. It gets fucking hot in New Mexico. It must have smelled by now. It's like, yes, I know there's due process warrants, but we can't check anything because we don't have a search warrant, blah, 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 blah. As soon as you figure out the dude that owns the truck is missing, and somebody else who does not own that truck dropped it off somewhere else, you should have fucking, what's it called, plausible deniability? I think that's it. No, not plausible deniability. Words. Plausible cause. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Forbidden One. I forgot the second word. Probable cause. You should have probable cause to check the truck at that time. But yes, I think they should have probable cause to check the truck at that point. Just to see if there's any evidence. But I'm sure they probably brought it into police custody and just didn't do anything. Just waited. They probably could have found the bodies in a lot better state. Granted, we didn't get to the point yet to where they found the bodies yet. But still. But that's just me. And my little female brain just thinking. And just, running through all the red tape.
I told you in here. I told you I drove the truck.
You told me you drove the truck a few weeks prior and you went to Smith's and Walmart to get food and then you went back and drove and parked it at Kingman.
At McDonald's. Yeah.
That's
it. It's the last time I drove it. And the kids were with me the whole time.
The detective plays Sean some footage from a surveillance camera across the street from his house that shows him getting into Matthew Miller's truck on the 26th of January, 1 month earlier.
You go to the side, and then you jump over the side and fix something in the back. After you go back to the back of it, and you get in it, and you leave. You're gone for quite some time. You're gone for quite some time. And then you also pass by Jackson, where there is good surveillance video too. And then you go park it at the Lubbock Apartments and walk away from it.
Right.
Why would you do such a thing?
That's where Justin. No, that's always he would take his truck all the time. So that's where he said to take it. Put the keys under the seat.
Matthew said to park it there.
Yep. He left it down numerous times. So.
Oh my fucking god. Motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. I say, hey, I some decent, I don't get many bots, and now I guess there's a new wave of bots for retards on Kick. Shut the fuck up. And we'll send all of these to support later. That's a different bot account. That's not the same one. I'll send screenshots to support after stream.
After they came back.
It also, like, okay, spamming stuff like that isn't gonna help your favorite streamer get unbanned. They'll just see this as a harassment campaign towards anybody on Kick, and then they will probably not unban him. Oh, there's a spider on my wall. Hi, Mr. Spider. Make sure you make your web in the top right corner of the apartment, okay? Hi, Mr. Spider. Your name is now David.
He told you to park it at the Lubbock Apartments.
Really, Justin said to do it, but he said, yeah.
This story, of course, went untold the first time Sean spoke to the detective, and it's not the only discrepancy that police have found.
And Jennifer and Justin ran off together.
Yeah.
And they got into this white car.
A white 300 or something?
Yeah, there's no white car that ever goes to Kingdom.
Yes. There's a heads up. There's a white 300 there.
I think you're lying, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
On February 10th, okay, that was the day you came in here and we got Jennifer entered missing.
Yeah.
Before you came here, you went to Kelly DeSoto's house.
I did.
You took a bag in the house and had a gun.
Yep.
And Jennifer's IDs.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? You're admitting she did that?
I had a bag at the house, yeah.
On your way here, you stopped at Kelly's.
I stopped at Kelly's.
Right?
Yep. Talked to Kelly for a few minutes. And I left.
You took a bag in her house and hid the bag.
I didn't hide the bag. It was on the kitchen table. That's it. It was my other bag, the laptop and everything.
And there was a gun in the bag.
There was Justin's gun, which was his gun.
And Jennifer's IDs.
And Jennifer's IDs, yeah.
Sean says that when he went back to Kelly's house after the interview, the gun was missing from the bag. Once again, he brings up Danny, his allegedly dangerous acquaintance.
I said, where's the stuff that's in the bag? And Doug was like, this is what you're going to get. And I was like, I was trying to fight with him because he put on the scary side. He has that pistol.
But right now, the detective is more interested in Sean's actions.
You destroyed Jennifer's phone.
I can carry Jennifer.
You smashed it on the porch.
I didn't destroy the phone.
I've got several people that witnessed this.
And who are the several people?
Kelly.
I didn't destroy the phone.
Who did it? You didn't smash a phone in the...
I didn't smash a phone.
In that interview here,
Yeah.
I asked you, hey, is this the good number to contact you?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah.
Yeah.
After you left and went to Kelly's and
That would be the...
I never was able to contact you on that number again. You never called me again asking, have we found her?
You know, that is the expression of a scared man trying to think his way out of some shit. He looks panicked. Oh my fucking god! Another one. Motherfucker, I do not care about some dude that got banned off of Kick. Shut up! I'm about to just fucking mute the dude's name entirely. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go to Kickbot real quick. Mute shit. Word. Creation. Custom banned word. Can I just ban entire sentences using that? Oh, fuck yeah, I can. Hell yeah. Based Kickbot. Anyone who streams on Kick that doesn't use Kickbot should. Alright, that should work. Honestly, it's funny seeing every Kick message come up as brackets Kick because it looks like old school IRC Kick notifications. Alright. That should work. Wait, okay. Just had the most excellent idea. I will play Pokemon Yellow while watching this and get rum and coke and a cigar. Oh, nice. Well, have fun with your rum and coke. I wish I could drink, but no, I work in 5 hours.
That number again. You never called me again asking, have we found her?
Sean has arguments ready for all of Detective Turney's points, but the detective has a simple explanation for why his suspicions are not going away.
So we got Matthew. Let's say there's 10 people in Matthew's household that could be persons of interest in his life and his disappearance, right? So then you've got Jennifer.
Yep.
Let's say there's another 10 people, okay? Justin, bare minimum, another 10 people, okay? You are the only one that's in each one of these circles.
The dog's in that. The dog's brought him into my world. Literally.
Okay.
I'm not that person. Like,
so did Danny kill him?
I have no idea. I literally spent most of my time with the kids. If I had to guess who would kill him, it would be the guy who said, if I got to dispose of bodies, I'm going to put him in my pig. And he showed me the pig one day because I was helping him at his house. Pig was like as big as this table. It's like pigs will eat everything but the eyeballs. I'm like,
Who are you talking about?
Danny Lemos, dog.
But despite making his most direct effort yet to implicate Danny, Sean remains the detective's primary focus.
It don't look good for you. Okay? It does not look good for you, Sean.
Okay.
You're the last one who drove freaking Matthew's truck. You parked it where it was, okay? So it
And I
doesn't
told
look
you
good.
where it was, and I was honest about it. I put my kids in the
Not
car.
till today. Not till
No,
today.
you pulled that video last time. I told you that I took my kids in the truck
And you went
parked
straight back to Kingman. You didn't tell me you parked it in Lubbock.
But Sean maintains that he didn't kill Matthew, Justin, and Jennifer, and that furthermore, he doesn't see how he could have.
I don't know how you would have a body come out of that house. I'm assuming there's video on
Maybe they just
the one in
OD'd.
front.
Maybe they just OD'd.
It's a body, like
Yeah.
they OD'd. How are you gonna get rid of a body?
The chilling answer to that question would soon begin to emerge in the most gruesome way imaginable. Sean is released from police custody on March 2nd. The next day, security footage shows a red pickup truck driving into the International Sunport Airport in Albuquerque. It goes unnoticed until late the following night when parking lot security officers inspect the truck and take note of a terrible smell.
Last night, the swing shift.
Okay.
I believe.
Ugh, swing shifts. Terrible. It's like, okay, honestly, if you're gonna transport a body through somewhere that does have security, take note of when the swing shift is and see when the gap of time where there's nobody around. Usually it's probably about like 5 minutes at the least to 15 minutes at the most, where you usually have a gap in time of no one around. Because people who are leaving from a swing shift want to get out of there as quick as fucking possible. People coming in for a swing shift, they take their sweet ass fucking time getting to their posts. And I'm talking from experience as someone who used to work on a swing shift, and it sucked. But anyways, that's just.
They stated that there was a suspicious vehicle that was parked in the garage.
We got passed on that this red Ford Red Ranger was here and had a foul smell to it. We looked at it, we couldn't really smell it but we caught slight whiffs of it.
Did Plum Center finally notify you guys?
Yeah, they called us.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Just a little bit ago.
Yeah, because they said they weren't going to dispatch officers for plunging. Yeah, because I called it in, but there's a pretty foul smell coming from the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of odd and out of place, especially with all the couple around there. And
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Also, don't leave your truck that has bodies in it in a garage. You live in New Mexico, for fuck's sake. Find a random piece of empty land in the middle of the fucking desert or wherever else. Easily just drop the Tupperware right fucking there. Just make sure you wipe off any prints. Jesus fuck. It's like, I get it'd be hard to hide a body if you're in the middle of a fucking city. You're in New Mexico. You have plenty of places to hide one. Fan bitch. Sound like you got experience? Your Mexican is showing. Stop helping the criminals. That's just me and my little funny brain. Yeah, I've thought long and hard on this. Junkyards are the best place to hide bodies. Not everywhere has a junkyard in a very, easily accessible location. And most junkyards have their gates locked up by the time night falls. Or usually there's some random homeless dude just kind of living around there. That Black Tesla in Texas, that rapper, I don't know. Oh yeah, but that was in an impound lot too. That's just me and my little funny brain LumLum during her police interview. Shut up.
Weird.
Now on scene in the earliest hours of March 5th, officers with the Albuquerque Police Department begin to investigate the truck, unaware that they're on the verge of one of the most shocking discoveries of their careers.
Kind of smells. Kind of smells, but I mean,
You're a Mexican?
not that
I am
decompose or
half
anything, you know what I mean?
Mexican, in part German.
Maybe it's an animal. I don't know. It's like
The skin with the hair that looked, yeah, and some like hand saws through this window.
staring at it so long.
Yeah.
I think there's
There's
something
a
behind him.
black plastic bag and a tarp.
Okay, I don't know if there's actual bodies inside of the vehicle itself as well. But usually when there are bodies inside of the vehicle, just because of how decomposition is, eventually this will start having condensation on the inside of the vehicle. Not because I have experience, obviously. What's the other part? Polish. Lumi, are you from Texas? No. I'm from the northern part of the United States.
I don't know what's under there.
And that looks like blood on your shirt.
What is that?
That's right.
Yeah. Like those loppers right there.
Yeah.
I can't tell if there's rust on it or, I don't know. Like around the blade part, it kind of looks reddish.
Man, might be right.
I mean, could be rust, but based off what we're looking at, I mean, I don't know. This one just kind of smelled blood on that thing.
Hello, young lady.
Hi there.
We have a suspicious situation here. There's a bunch of big couple worked up in the back. And it smells awfully bad.
Oh, right.
Now, we kind of pulled one over and it looks like there might be maybe a body part. I don't know. So,
I don't know. Okay, well then, I'm out of here. Just kidding.
if there is something like that, are you the one that authorized the homicide to come out?
I'll tell my supervisor another one and so come out and then we'll authorize it.
Look down.
Oh, look, it looks like there's like, oh, there's skin right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely, I find this suspicious. I thought you guys were just joking with me.
When crime scene investigators arrive, they begin processing the truck. Inside the bins, they find body parts. A male torso in one, an intact female in another, and yet another, a second male torso with a blade still lodged in the ribcage. Ultimately, alongside bloody hand tools, all of the body parts are found in the bins, and they will be identified as the remains of Jennifer Lannon, Justin Mata, and Matthew Miller.
So it is?
It's a stolen plate out of Grant.
The investigation continues as night turns into day, and the media gets wind of this shocking development.
Copy, sir.
What's the newspaper? Is it closed up there?
Yeah, it is. All media is supposed to meet at the Sheraton.
Yeah, so thanks.
Okay. How's it going? Did they send you guys this way already?
What?
Did they send you guys this way already?
The whole press conference thing is over.
Okay.
So we came over here to, we're going to do a little quick live shot.
The chilling discovery draws significant attention, but the investigation is only getting started. Police turn to the airport security.
Vultures. It's like, I know media wants to report on everything right away. Vultures, all of them.
Cameras where they find their first lead, a man heading down the parking lot elevators right around the time the truck was dropped off. Combined with some other security footage, It gives the detectives a place to start.
We had a male that came from the parking garage.
My brother in Christ, that is the worst attempt of trying to hide your identity I have ever fucking seen. Oh my fucking god, you show like half of your face! Dude! You have a hood on that hoodie! Cover more of your face! It's like those freakishly realistic masks and stuff that people can get are getting a lot more affordable. God. Think he's wearing a beanie? No, he's not. It looks like he's wearing a really, really bad, what are those called? Balaclavas? He's just somehow stretched the eye part over his head. Because look it's over his nose, over his mouth, around his neck, and halfway over his head. The neck gaiter. He's not doing a very good job having it be a neck gaiter either. Balaclava. Balaclava. He's really shit at trying to hide his identity, that's for fucking sure. Thought his bald head shine would blind the camera.
The detectives a place to start.
We had a male that came from the parking garage and came down, and we've gotten to an ABC green cab.
I think it's the green cap. We don't have ABC, I think.
Or, yeah, green cab, sorry, green
yeah.
cab. Okay.
I didn't see him get in, so I couldn't really answer that.
Okay. Do you recall anything about him?
I can't remember having a conversation.
Okay.
Like, I don't even, if there was a conversation, it was probably about the taxi or the bus. That's mostly what most of the people ask me.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't remember nothing.
Interviewing airport employees and taxi drivers doesn't get them much closer to the truth. But when Detective Turnian Grants gets a look at the security footage, he believes he knows exactly who it is in the video. None other than Sean Lannon. The only problem is that Sean is no longer in the area.
Yeah, I know his mom arranged for them to go back east, so luckily they went back east on Thursday, so.
Indeed, less than 12 hours before airport security noticed the mysterious red truck in their parking lot, Sean Lannon and his 3 children boarded a flight for New Jersey.
They were already, banned. Not banned, but they were timed out. It just, unfortunately, with, the multi-chat and everything, it'll still show it in the actual chat itself. But it gets bonked out on Kickside.
Takes the kids to his mom's house in Gloucester County, New Jersey, where police are watching Sean's movements and waiting for him to separate from his kids. The plan is to move in and get the children to safety at that time. But in the meantime, police in Albuquerque have a new problem. Only 3 people have been reported missing in Grants, and they're accounted for by the victims in the bins. But in the passenger seat of that red truck, they found the body of another deceased man, his face destroyed with significant trauma. Underneath him, police found a short-handled sledgehammer. So who is the dead man in the passenger seat? They begin with the information they do have. The registered owner of the truck, a man by the name of Randall Apostolon. They track down his brother to see if they can find Randall and determine if he has anything to do with this tragic crime.
What's up?
Are you Mark?
Yes, I am.
Mark?
Yes.
Okay, good. And is your mom Claire?
Excuse me?
Is it your mom? You live here with someone? Grandma?
No, I don't.
No?
Gentlemen, what are you here for?
We're
Please
here.
get to the point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, we're looking for a fellow named Randall.
That's my brother.
Okay. Can I talk to you about him?
Yeah, would you like to come in?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
If you don't mind.
I'll get a mask on.
Thank you.
I really don't know where he is, to be honest with you.
Okay.
All he does is receive his mail here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Can you just
go ahead and have a seat. I'll bring a chair.
do you know where he lives?
My brother's in transit. I mean, he has been since I had to buy his house because it was in foreclosure. May I ask what it's in reference to, or is it private because you guys can't tell me?
Well, it's a little bit private. It just we're looking for him, and we've got some questions for him.
Mark shares that his brother has struggled with addiction for years and has been homeless lately.
I truly think he's living out of his vehicle. I truly believe.
Tell me why you think that.
Because, let's see. Because he's been going from friend to friend, but the last friend I heard, and I don't know where the friend lives, booted him out last week.
Police eventually tracked down a man named Aaron, who may have been one of the last people to see Randall Apostolon. Aaron tells them that he was hanging out at the Family Dollar one day when a man approached him looking for storage space because he had some boxes that needed to be stashed overnight.
He had to do it in a hurry because they were coming to tow his truck or something like that. I don't know if they were repoing it or he said someone was coming to tow it, so I assume they were repoing it. So he had to get his stuff out of it. So I said, all right. So I thought of Randy because I've been doing some work with him.
He said he introduced Randall to this stranger, and that was the end of his involvement.
That's about all I really remember. I remember that guy said he was ex-military. He had 3 kids at home. He said he had 3 daughters. He lived in a Pearl. I think somewhere up on the 2nd floor, and that's about all I remember him talking about.
If the spotlight of suspicion on Sean Lannon wasn't already bright enough, Aaron's story is the clincher. Sean is ex-military.
You don't have to tell your life story to everybody that you talk to. Oh my fucking god. If you're going to commit a crime, you don't tell whoever your life story. Hey, can you connect me to this person? When you think that you're probably going to kill them. Granted, it was probably a oopsie-daisy murder. I don't know. But come on. All you have to do is say, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. That's it. You don't have to say your entire family history and your experiences since high school. It's normal in the South, sadly. It's normal in the North, too. But God. Alright, LumLum, you have to tell your life story. It's part of the villain rules. Not supposed to do that. It's like, you want to stay a little more of a private and reserved person. Don't tell your life story to everyone. Half German, half Mexican, and my brain is playing the German national anthem, but the lyrics is La Cucaracha. Called monologuing. Shut up.
Has 3 children and was living in the Pearl Apartments with his friend Diana right up until the day he flew back to the East Coast. In New Jersey, the mission to peacefully separate Sean Lannon from his 3 children is a success. But Sean himself has escaped surveillance. According to his mother and sister, he went for a job interview in Virginia. Police don't know his actual whereabouts, and they certainly aren't prepared for what he plans to do next. In the meantime, Jennifer's family comes to terms with the growing likelihood that Sean was their daughter's killer.
And she said, Mom, Sean would never let me go. I could never leave him because he told me that he would kill me first. He'd have to kill me first.
In Albuquerque, a positive identification is made on the body in the passenger seat of the truck. It's Randall Apostolon. After notifying his brother Mark, one detective must call him back with grim advice when the Ranger is released from evidence.
I do wish to absolutely warn you and encourage you, sir, that this truck, because of the bodies were hauled in it and the condition that they were in, that if you want to retain custody of the truck, you're going to need to have a professional cleaning crew ones that specialize in crime scene or medical cleanup go over the vehicle, because it said there's a the odor of the decomp, and there's blood inside of the vehicle. So if you're wishing to get it, that's obviously, it's your discretion, but that is what you would need to do.
And in a conversation with Sean's friend Diana, police finally reveal the truth about Jennifer.
Do they know anything? Do you know if she's okay?
Who?
Jen?
So, I'm gonna be very direct with you. No, she's not okay.
It's like, this is the one thing that I wish, like, granted, I know police crews and police departments don't have a lot of budgeting anyway, but there should be some sort of city or state budget for those who have to get, like, vehicles or apartments or houses cleaned up if somebody was killed or committed suicide in them. Because something like that can be very expensive, because people who do crime scene cleanups, they aren't employed by the city. They are a private business. And honestly, I think they should be employed by the city. Or at least, like, the city cover part of it. Because that's just fucking insane. Because, like, it can get pricey as shit. Especially if it just gets a bit much. A lot of places do help pay for cleanup. Oh, that's good. It's like there's a couple of crime scene cleanup YouTube channels that I watch. Very fascinating. Like, there was one where the apartment, it was this elderly dude that, unfortunately, his family never really checked in on him. So he passed away of old age, and his body wasn't found for weeks, and his body was essentially melted into the bathroom tiles and everything. But they did post a cleanup video. Very impressive on what they could do. It's interesting. Okay.
Not at all.
For kids, it's terrible. It's awful. My God, I hope he didn't do anything. I really don't. I don't think he would, but I don't know 100%. I don't know.
So if I add to that the fact that she's not the only one we found, and that we found Justin, and that we found his friend as well, all of them dead. Now what do you think?
I don't. God, I couldn't imagine anything happened to one person, never less three.
But in East Greenwich Township, New Jersey, the death toll is about to rise once again.
Police communications.
Hello. I need an officer to check on someone for me, if that was possible.
A woman named Carol calls police, asking them to make sure her friend Michael Dubkowski is okay.
And how old is Michael?
Michael is, let me think, he's 66.
And why are we checking on him?
Well, I'm his friend, and I live up in Collingswood, and we check on each other because we both live alone, and we've been friends for a long time. And he got a new phone this weekend, and I keep dialing. I talked to him since he got it. I spoke to him this morning, and this afternoon, I called him, and he said, I have to call you back. And he never called me back, and his line is just busy, busy, busy.
Police head out to the house, having no idea that they're stepping into an ongoing horror story.
Goddamn.
When there's no answer, the officer tries lifting the garage door as much as possible to see inside.
County 1735. Just confirming there should be a car here.
From in the garage.
All right. I was able to pull the door open just a little bit, a couple inches. I can see that there is no car here.
A curious neighbor soon walks over to the house.
I mean, and everything is locked. I mean, everything is locked up tight. Right, and that's my major concern. It seems like it's completely out of character.
News soon comes that could either explain the situation or make it much worse.
Car was in Camden City around 3:49. Yeah, which is right down the street from Walter Rand Station, though. And with him having family in Boston, he takes 30th Street Station in Philadelphia there by train.
Okay.
So I'm hoping he went to Walter Rand Station, got the River Line over to 30th Street. I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
That's not Mike, no.
The police give the garage door another try, and this time they make entry. It's not long before they notice something that changes the tone of this wellness check completely.
And he broke a little. Get through there. See if that's unlocked. Locked.
There's something. It's not even locked. Oh, you see that door?
What is it? The door's open?
Yeah, but look at this.
So a door's blocking that door.
All right, sir, if you can hang out there for now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to grab my gloves.
I'm just going to kick this in.
Yeah, I'm going to grab my gloves. Can we push that door with something?
I'm turning on real quick. Here it is.
Police department.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, there's a...
All right.
Jeez.
The scene is a gory one. On the floor lies Michael Debkowski amidst a large amount of blood. He appears to have been bludgeoned to death.
County, if you could, contact my on-call detective, Gloucester County Prosecutor's Office, and me. County, we need that vehicle entered stolen also, please.
Okay. So, I could see why this dude killed his wife, his wife's boyfriend, and the random fucking dude, friend, whatever, that owned that truck. But now he's just, like, he's just going after random fucking people. I don't know, I'm sure I'm probably gonna get my question answered in like 5 minutes or so. But Jesus Christ!
Unfortunately, sir, yes. Yeah.
Is he alive?
No, not at this time. But I
Is he alive? No, not at this time. It's like I get that he's just trying to deliver the news as calmly as possible. Is he alive? No, not at this time. Not right now. I'm sorry. God damn it.
I would like you not to contact anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to hang at your house.
Was he marked?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. I have people coming out to check.
Okay.
Those investigators soon arrive, and the first officer on scene explains what they found inside. Before long, a familiar name comes up.
As soon as we go in, body's on the right-hand side, blood everywhere, and somebody covered his face with like a rag or a towel.
So do we have any idea who would have been here?
So the only person she can think of, she was saying earlier, he was a big brother, big sister thing to Lannon's out of Paulsboro.
Okay.
Sean Lannon, and she couldn't remember the other name.
Can you just hear that one?
You know what that name is?
He's still in the wind, huh?
He doesn't remain so for long. The next night, Sean calls his mom and sister to tell them that he's extremely sorry for all the things he's done.
He sees ghosts.
What?
And they lived in Franklinville. And he said there was a little girl ghost there. Then there was another ghost, and that was the ghost of her grandmother. And then that night, before he left my house. It was me and Sean and Tina. And he said, you know, there's a third ghost and it's in here. And I said, Sean, there's only the Holy Ghost in here. No ghosts in here.
Please don't tell me he's gonna try to pull the whole "the devil made me do it" type of shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's see.
And he said the first one's the little girl. The second one's Jen's grandmother. He said, but I'm not going to tell you who the third one is. There's something wrong with him.
Law enforcement tracks Sean's phone to Missouri, and in the early morning hours of March 10th, 2 days after the murder of Michael Dubkowski, U.S. Marshals find Sean in Dubkowski's car in St. Louis. They take him into custody without incident. In the SUV, they find a hammer and bloody clothing. What investigators don't know is that these 5 brutal murders may be only a small glimpse of the full horrifying story. Not only is Sean finally in custody, he's ready to talk. He says that after becoming sick with endocarditis, he fell behind on rent and was facing eviction. It was while he was strategizing a move back to New Jersey with the kids in January that he was faced with one of the darkest days of his life.
One day I took a walk to Walmart, pushed a double stroller empty to go get groceries. Pretty good walk from where I lived on Kingman Avenue to Walmart. A half hour into the walk, I realized I didn't have my food cart. So I turned around, came back, went in the front door, went down the hallway to get my food cart on my dresser. I noticed it was quiet. And the kids opened the door, gentlemen, Chester in there.
The detectives may anticipate Sean telling them that he killed Jennifer and Justin for the affair, but his actual story takes a far more bizarre turn.
I was like, idiots. The kids, grabbed my card. Justin said that they were with his girlfriend. I'm like, you idiot. Your girlfriend, your wife's got my kids, so you got your girlfriend. So call the kids, nothing. Open the door, across your mind. It's a pile of blankets. Behind the blankets are the kids.
Sean says that he could tell immediately that something was terribly wrong with his children, ages 4, 6, and 7.
Pick up bags. Pyramid shaped bags right on top of them. No response. Pick up bags, not breathing. Doesn't seem like she's breathing, so flipping out. I put her against her, I could feel like she got shallow breaths. Just tall ones. So I'm screaming at the two of them, like, what the f*** you do to the kids? I'm flipping out, like, what the f*** you do? Justin's putting on his clothes, comes in like, done this 100 times, man, like, they're fine. I'm like, they're not fine, they're not breathing. What you do? Because when they drugged them something in their medicine, they said they also blew heroin smoke in their faces.
Sean says he grabbed a can of Narcan from the garage and tried to use it to revive the children, but the effort failed, leaving him with very few options.
Jen didn't make out.
Dude, if your kids were drugged and they had shallow breathing, the last thing you should be thinking about is trying to berate your cheating wife and her boyfriend. You should be taking those babies and bringing them to the hospital right away. If this is true, he has his priorities all fucking wrong.
I was being serious. She comes in, looks at Savvy. She grabs Shawn Michael. She's got on pulse. She's not breathing on pulse. I'm like, I know. I check Shawn. There's no pulse. She starts saying that she killed the Garrison baby. That's it. We conceived Shawn and Garrison. Like, Justin ran out the room, out the house immediately. At this point, we're just crying and holding the kids. Jen's adamant she's gonna overdose on the heroin. She kisses the kids on the forehead, all 3 of them. This is, I'll see you in a minute. She goes to do all of it. I took her back and I put her on the couch in the living room.
Sean then walks detectives through the very moment he took Jennifer's life.
Jen was already out with the heroin. It was enough to take her life. So she wanted to make sure she went too, for sure. Because I realized she was breathing. She wasn't going to OD. I went in the other room, psyched myself up, repeating that kind of emotionally charged statement of, "You killed the Garrison baby." So I had enough whatever to do it. Alright. Put the pistol behind her head, and I pulled the trigger. Level.
But Sean says he had no intention of going on either. Before he could bring this day to its ultimate end, however, something unexpected happened.
My son cried out. I was like, what the f*** do I do now? Pull the trigger, kid's gonna see both of our heads blown off. I thought they were dead.
Sean says that he put the gun away. Instead of calling 911, he says he somehow revived the children, though he never explains how. And with his wife now dead, Sean was forced to pretend to friends and family.
Oh my fucking god. No, this dude is legitimately fucking retarded. Oh my fucking god. He is just pulling this story out of his fucking ass. Jesus fucking Christ. Even if somehow he managed to miraculously revive the kids, you would still bring them to the doctor! Ugh! Fucking hell!
That she was still alive.
A couple weeks afterwards, I got a text from Jennifer, but I know it wasn't from her. And
that was
she
early
said,
within
and
that
she says,
second or third week.
She says, I can't, it wasn't that, it was just, I can't afford my drugs anymore. Which, first of all, she would never say that to me.
Right, she'd never be that direct with you.
No.
Oh, no.
No, she never would. And so I texted back, what have you been doing? You know?
Right.
And somebody texted back using his phone, Jennifer's phone that she was using at the time, the number that I had on my phone. I've been sleeping with people. I've been sleeping with this guy. We started formulating an idea that, something was wrong.
Things were only getting more wrong by the day. Sean tells the investigators that he also impersonated Jennifer in text messages to lure Justin back to the house the following week.
It took like a week. I came to the house. So, alright. In the laundry room, connected to the garage. That's where I killed him. Just before I killed him, he offered up a trade. His phone had pictures of Shawn Michael sitting there naked in my living room with, I don't know what his name was, William or Matthew Miller, whatever that his name is, with his, on my son's shoulders. So, I was tempted to let him go. I was like, who sent you this picture? He's like, I don't know if it's real. He's like, I took the picture. I was like, well, you took that picture, and you just got in the picture. So, I said, there is, he was right over the vent where Jen would hide her heroin. And he wanted to know if he could do a shot of heroin before it took his life. So I said, well, if you find any in the vent. So he literally was looking down in the vent. He didn't see it coming. And I shot him in the back of the head.
This at least partially matches a story Sean told a woman named Joanne, with whom he stayed for a couple of days before moving to Albuquerque to live with Diana. She told police that he'd gone back to the Grants' house to feverishly clean the place, scrubbing so hard he got blisters on his hands. Sean told her that there was a, quote, blood mess in one of the vents from someone who died. But even with Jennifer and Justin dead, Sean wasn't done.
Finally, that kid comes over, William or Matthew, whatever his name is, comes over with Felicity, his girlfriend. She looked like she was like 12 years old. And they shouldn't hurt anyone, they don't have to. So he's like, they're looking for money for anything. And I'm like, I'll give you a food card. And I was like, just take like $40. And I was like, all I need is later in the week, give me a ride to get some water. I'm having electric or no water. So
I have
one of those
water,
times he
knife
came
your
back,
hater.
he didn't have Felicity. And that's when I shot him in the back of the head. So I asked him about the thing with my son. He said that it wasn't his idea, and I was like, what do you mean it wasn't his idea? You have an erection in the picture, like,
what?
You can't force someone to have an erection in your child, man. I shot him in the garage.
Sean says even that wasn't supposed to be the end of his vengeance. Before he was killed, Justin gave him one more name, a name that was on the police radar as a person of interest in the early stages of the investigation.
He also had pictures of Daniel Lim and my son. Same thing. I never got my hands on Daniel Lemos. I fully intended. That's where I was heading back to New Mexico for yesterday. I was going to finish that. So,
you know where Danny is?
If I did, it'd be in the box.
After tossing Danny's name at police as an alternative suspect, Sean finally admits that he had nothing to do with the murders. When investigators catch up to Danny, they learn two things. One, he did indeed take the gun out of Sean's bag only to turn around and quickly sell it for cash. And two, he has no idea what Sean is talking about in regards to inappropriate pictures.
He says you were doing something with Matthew and Justin and one of their kids.
No, I'm sorry, that's an outright lie. I don't know what he said, but if it's got anything to do with kids, Charlie, no, never that. And I'll put that on my last name, I'll put that on my dad, I'll put that on everything I know.
I believe you, Danny.
I would never do that.
I believe you, Danny. I believe you.
In the immediate aftermath of the murders, Sean says his primary concern was hiding the bodies. This involved work he says he took no pleasure in, starting with Jennifer.
So I pretty much slid her into a storage bin, a long one. The sheets that were around here, the bedding was in the bag, in the box too.
It's like, okay. If you were going to kill somebody who was already a known druggie, just force them to OD. And if they're being a little argumentative about being forced to OD, you knock them out. Then you force them to OD. If they're already known like heroin addicts, it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to accidentally OD. That's just me. That's just me. It's not a confession to anything.
A day later, I had to.
What's high, Blue
Try
Wolf?
to dismember her to put her in containers. It worked. It's awful and traumatic. Just thinking about it still haunts me.
It wasn't long before he was back at it again, this time with Justin.
I had to dismember him at some point a day or two later. It disgusted me. It was gross. I let him. I had to work up the nerve just to move his body. So there's so much blood. That's why I had to pull the floor up in that room.
Sean says he did the same to Matthew after killing him.
It was awful. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let me stop telling everyone her crime. I didn't do nothing.
Gotta get up. I used to I knew I had to get like.
Also, it's like, okay. Why is it like, okay. Is there like a truth serum in the McDonald's? Because in almost every video that we've seen so far, granted we only watched like 4 of them, every time they get the suspect McDonald's, that's when they pour their guts out. Why is it whenever they get brought McDonald's as some food during their interview, they just start telling the truth? Is it the Sprite? Excuse me. McDonald's Sprite is the truth serum. Maybe that's why it tastes so good. It's a psychological thing? Well, yes, but why can't it be any other food? Why is it McDonald's? Why is it always McDonald's? You know, let her model's physics distract her from the fact she knew how to deal with every step to the murder and body disposal. It's just because I write fanfiction. Well, I used to. Don't like McDonald's? Oh, I hate McDonald's. It's disgusting.
I used to I knew I had to get, like, to displace the socket on his hip, you know? That's awful.
While you're in grants and all this stuff is happening in your house, the kids are in the house.
My dude! Why didn't you put your burger back on the wrapper? Why is it on the dirty ass table? Don't put your burger on the table! Ugh.
All this stuff is happening in your house. The kids are in the house.
The kids, I would do it at night when the kids were asleep. Or I'd have an activity set up, like, you'd be in their room and set up a whole freaking activity, and, you know, it's like, it takes that long to do it, but, yeah.
Did they hear or see anything?
No.
Sean says he stored the totes containing the bodies in a friend's SUV, which he kept parked at the Pearl Apartments in Albuquerque where he and the kids were staying with Diana. But when his friend demanded the vehicle back, he knew he had to find a new storage solution before heading home to New Jersey.
How'd you get in touch with Randy? How did Randy get into this?
I would go over to the Family Dollar just to get stuff for the kids to eat. Mm-hmm. Some guy was like, "Oh, you have any food? You have any money? Anything?" I gave him a couple bucks, and then when I needed storage, I said, "You know anyone that needs storage? Like, I need to use a storage area. I need a truck to move stuff." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh,
I do like KFC."
Put me in contact with Randy.
Sean tells the detectives that Randall Apostolon arrived at the Family Dollar only a few minutes later.
He's like, "She's only $150 because we need gas and all this other." And I was like, "Okay." And we get there. The storage area was full.
His or?
Yeah.
Where were you going to pick up the totes from? Now, where are they at?
They were in the back of the truck at the Pearl.
Still in the Pearl, okay.
Yeah. So I lifted them up. And we actually go there to where he used to be living. Mm-hmm. There's a storage thing and it's full. And he doesn't have the key. So I'm like, this is a game or something? So at some point driving around, he's like, "I'm going to take you back." And I was like, "Okay."
Sean says Randall took him to the Pearl Apartments and told him to get the totes out of his truck.
And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're lucky I don't say nothing about what's in the boxes." He says something. I don't know. I don't know why he said something stupid. And punched him a couple times in my hand. And he just, I don't know, I thought he was out. And he started that, it's called like the death gurgle or whatever. So then I grabbed the hammer and proceeded to, I think I threw something over his face at that point. I might have, maybe not right off the rip. And then a couple more times I hit him with the hammer and then put something over his face because there was blood on the window. Mm-hmm. It was disgusting. It was horrible.
Sean then reveals something even more shocking than the fact that he killed Randall in broad daylight in the parking lot of the apartment complex.
I backed into position, cleaned up, covered everything, and cleaned up my hands as best I could. I walked in the door of Diana's apartment, and in 5 minutes, knocked on the door was the police.
In an unreal coincidence, Sean was arrested on a battery warrant that very day, making Randall one of the only victims they can tie to an exact date, February 24th, 15 days earlier. That he was able to calmly deny any role in the disappearances of the Grants 3 with fresh blood on his hands makes his monotone confession today all the more chilling.
This may sound kind of self-explanatory, but why kill Randall?
Notice how the police are not interrupting when the enemy is kicking their own ass? Oh yeah. It's never good to interrupt people when they're digging their own grave. That's for fucking sure. Because why would you stop them while they're incriminating themselves? You never stop them when they are just spilling their guts and they haven't asked for a lawyer yet. Hey, Mystics Vegeta. I seen the game. Thank you very much. This weekend, probably on Sunday, I'll try to export that save file thing. I'm getting an ad every 5 minutes. Do you do that, or is YouTube fucking you over again? It's YouTube. I don't do manual ads because I don't know how to do that.
What was the thought process? He was gonna make me take the stuff out of the vehicle. Trying to get me, but he could keep it for another $300. Like, fleecing me for the money. Came down to a decision. So yeah, I killed him to use the truck. Sorry.
It was that truck that he later parked at the Sunport Airport in Albuquerque, where it was quickly discovered by security, propelling this gruesome story into the spotlight and giving the detectives upsetting details to share with family members.
So, the way it was the totes that contained Jennifer's body was in one tote in the bed of the truck. And then there was a few other totes arranged also in the bed of the truck that contained the dismembered parts of both Justin and Matthew.
They each had their own container.
Several containers for that.
Oh, that's right.
And there were a few that were in the cab of the truck, along with Rondo Apostolone's body, which was stuffed down under the passenger and the passenger seat and wrapped in a tarp.
The sheer horror of what their son-in-law did is almost too much to bear.
I can't believe he did that and all the lies. And I'm glad he brought the babies home safe. You know, I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I want to know why. And what gave him the right?
Yeah.
Who said that he could do that to his children's mother? To all.
It's like, it's good that he brought the children somewhere safe. And like, unfortunately, like, with the men and women, if they actively catch their husband or wife cheating on them, sometimes they could get a little bit much and kill them. Doesn't excuse it, but unfortunately shit like that happens.
Aubrey and his mother to our children. What gave him the right?
But Sean Lannon wasn't done yet.
Oh, I don't stream on
even
Twitch
after
anymore
flying to
out of
New
principle.
Jersey with his children.
Last thing on my list was the man that me as a child, my big brother. Big brothers, big sisters, whatever. Yeah. They get too.
Sean says he went to the house of Michael Debkowski, the man who had mentored him in the Big Brother program. He alleges that Michael had taken explicit photos of him as a kid, and he wanted them back.
He didn't want to give me the pictures, so I started beating him. Then he gave me the pictures. It took his life. So, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of any of it. He expired the moment that I realized I had time to finish it. He could have just given me the pictures and argue and fight about it. Become a problem. And it's horrible too. No one gave above me when I was, for 2.5 years. It doesn't justify it. I feel bad.
In the course of their investigation, the police speak to Gabby, Diana's daughter, and a longtime nanny to Sean's children.
Sean's able to get the pictures back.
That's what he told me.
I'll tell you what he did with them after that.
He told me he burned them or got rid of them somehow, and I was like, I don't know why you do that. That would be like your only defense. Be like, this actually happened. I was like, it was kind of stupid to do that, but.
Indeed, Sean's allegations about Mike Debkowski are unverifiable, even by those who know him best.
I didn't know that he had potential from his big brother. I didn't know that. I was like, maybe I'm a little bit too naive at times. I didn't pick up on anything like that.
We knew Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike was at plenty of birthday parties and dinners at the house, and
He was a big brother that stayed in his life.
yeah.
He was his father figure. He was. And for him to do that to him is just and the reason why he said he did it.
Well, I knew Jen had said that he was when he was a kid. They never said Uncle Mike.
According to an internal newsletter from the company Mike Debkowski worked for, Mike was named Big Brother of the Year in 1985 for Gloucester and Camden County. The newsletter actually quotes a then 11-year-old Sean Lannon as saying, "I'm happy to have Mike as my big brother. He acts very nice and we do lots of things with him. I hope he's elected as Big Brother of the Year."
And then at the time when I was around maybe 13 or something, the nature of it changed. So it started being inappropriate.
Okay.
Him and I only, my brother didn't go. We went on a trip to the Grand Canyon or something.
Okay.
And it was like the worst. So at that point, he met me several times over 2.5, 3 years.
The truth of what Mike...
You know, it's like, it's like the Big Brother program. It has benefits, but some bad people can get into that. And it fucking sucks. Fuck. Many fucking losers today. And, go get a job, man.
Debkowski did or didn't do may forever remain a mystery, just as there is no evidence proving that the other victims had preyed upon Sean's son. However, there is evidence that at least some of these murders were carefully premeditated, and it comes straight from Sean's mouth.
So we have the bodies in the bins and the tools. But like, what did you use to clean up the blood in the garage and all that?
There wasn't a whole lot of blood in the garage. I was prepared. I literally had it on the ground. It was like I was like a pup. Like I already had cleaned up tarp and plastic down. Like I'm not the dumbest guy. Like I had to take justice, so I was prepared. There was stuff down most times, but if I didn't, I remember the fat kid felt kind of weird. It's like my hand was, I guess, in part of his brain and picked up by his head, his hair, and kind of wiggled the back onto it when I had to contain it. You know, it's disgusting.
So you had like tarp, you had stuff laid out as what you're saying?
Some of it, not very well, but what I had available.
And where did that stuff go?
Some of it I washed off and slowly trickled into the trash.
Regardless of motives proven or otherwise, the detectives seem to have everything they need to prosecute Sean Lannon for the 5 murders he's committed since the first of the year. But nothing could have prepared them for the next revelation.
What about the other people he said he killed?
The other 11, that's still under investigation.
And we heard you mention 11 other people in New Mexico, is that right?
Mm.
What part?
And their bodies are in the, you know where the Malpai builds up? Around grades. Between the, what was that? East and westbound. Some of them are dropped in there. Some I went into, I took the exit to view the Malpai, dropped some in there.
Malpai?
Malpai.
Malpai? Oh, Malpai.
The lava tubes,
The lava tube caves at El Malpais National Monument actually require a caving permit, and solo cavers are not allowed. The terrain is harsh, and even the official website warns visitors that the caves are strenuous to investigate.
How long, like, what was the time frame of these?
Two and a half, 3 years ago, started. People come to the house. Yeah. Reference Jen. And armed wanting something.
Okay, so they actually caught a serial killer.
How did you, just straight up, how did you kill those people?
In the end, I mean, I didn't have a pistol and a rifle or anything with help. So the first 2 or 3. A fight ensued. Friggin' one of them got shot with their own gun. Number 2 with a knife from my kitchen. And then, in the end, a pistol.
Sean says he killed these people to protect Jen.
Came in the house. And one time I stayed in the back with the kids. And the one came in, started beating the out of Jen. He had his girlfriend with him. I don't think he realized I was there. So at that point, yeah, it was always something relative to Jen.
The idea that Sean had already killed 11 people before going on this current murder spree is horrific, but investigators are skeptical.
The thing is, I mean, if you have 11 people that go missing, I don't think they have 11 people missing.
That's good.
I mean,
that's good.
I know, but I mean, you're saying that you killed them and put them in there.
Yeah.
I mean, are they because they're illegals or?
I don't know what they were.
Anybody ever ask questions where these people were?
In addition to the odd fact that 11 people had apparently gone missing without leaving the slightest trace, the police also hear several different versions of how Sean came to use the Malpais lava tubes for their final resting place.
Sorry.
How do you find the Malpais?
And took the tour with the kids once. Like, every time there's someone missing, they're like, I'm sure they're in the Malpai. That's where I got the idea to do it. What's the Malpai? Lava tubes. I didn't know what to do with them. She's like, take them to the Malpai. I'm like, okay.
Jen told you that?
And indeed, he apparently told Gabby something completely different about where the bodies went.
From what he told me, there's other 11.
Okay, so this bitch, she knew. She knew for I don't know how long, and she just kind of kept it to herself. It's like, oh yeah, he told me this. Why didn't you say anything? I don't know.
People, when he was working for the refinery, he put in the caustic tank, and that acid will eat through anything.
To this day, police in New Mexico haven't found any of the victims Sean claims to have killed prior to 2021, and have not charged him with anything in relation to those crimes. The possibility that he invented the story raises serious questions about his psychological state, which his mom says may be linked to his time in the military.
When he graduated high school, he went into the Army for 5 years. And he went to Kosovo, which, if you know the history of Kosovo, it was a violent mass grave, Milosevic, ethnic cleansing. I mean, it was just like a nightmare. But he saw atrocities there. Again, I'm not justifying anything he's done. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you what I see. But he didn't come back the same young man he went over with. He told me there could be no God because of what he saw.
Kosovo doesn't exist.
In the end, Sean concludes with a statement of remorse about what he's done.
Sorry for the destroying their lives. Kids.
Kosovo, Serbia. I see.
Glad they made it back home. Doesn't justify.
His casual apology may lead investigators to wonder whether he is truly sorry, but he won't have to convince a jury of his sincerity. Though he initially pled not guilty to the 4 murders in New Mexico, he made a plea agreement with prosecutors that saw his murder charges reduced from first to second degree. This agreement also saw his tampering with evidence charges dismissed. The judge sentenced him to 15 years each for the murders of 39-year-old Jennifer Lannon, 21-year-old Matthew Miller, 40-year-old Justin Mata, and 60-year-old Randall Apostolon, giving Sean Lannon a total of 60 years in prison. However, it will be a while before he serves those sentences.
Now, will he be tried here in New Jersey first?
My understanding right now, that's kind of what's going to happen, so...
Sean Lannon pled guilty to the first-degree murder of 66-year-old Michael Debkowski, for which he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. He'll serve out his New Mexico sentences upon release, which means a total of 95 years in prison for the 5 murders. He's currently incarcerated at New Jersey State Prison in Trenton. He and Jennifer's 3...
Wait, hold on a second. This motherfucker get Okay, okay. Look at Snyder's face right now. Very clean. Absolutely nothing there. Motherfucker got himself a fucking tattoo. Motherfucker got himself a tattoo! Oh, you changed up your language to get around my ban. Gotta add that. I'm already awake, phone.
He's currently incarcerated at New Jersey State Prison in Trenton. He and Jennifer's 3 children have been adopted by Jennifer's brother, Christopher. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include...
Man, I need to watch they need to watch their stuff on their Patreon, but I can't stream the stuff on their Patreon. Oh man, the dude possibly made up 11 murders, or he actually did, and people don't believe him because he's fucking insane. 95 years in prison. Yeah, I need to figure out how to have people just banned. After you whatever. Oh well, whatever. But anyways, this was fun. There's a lot of fun watching this. Relative to how much watching crimes is. But I gotta start making my food for work. We'll do another yapping stream soon. Thanks for joining, everybody. I really appreciate it. Let me. Oh, Kibble live right now. Go harass Kibs. Then on Kick. Oh, Asmon's live on Kick, so we can go harass Asmon. Thank you for joining again. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a stream. Depending on what Arch wants to do. Anyways. Bye, everyone. I'll see you later.